God has said that everything is arranged for the end of November. When you hear those words, something deep inside your spirit starts to stir. Because when God talks about timing, he's talking about destiny. When he says it is all arranged, he is not speaking about chance. He's speaking about a divine plan. Moments already written in heaven, waiting for their set time to appear on earth. And now that set time is close. The end of November will not be ordinary. It will not be like other months. For some, it will be the moment of a divine turnaround. For others, it will be the birth of what they have prayed for, cried for, and waited for 2 seasons of silence. You see, God walks in silence before he walks in power. Before his move becomes visible, his plan becomes firm. The heavens are already in agreement with what is about to take place. You may not see the signs yet, but they are forming quietly, powerfully, exactly the same way a seed grows unseen beneath the ground. Your breakthrough is sprouting in places you cannot touch, cannot see, and cannot control. God has already scheduled your release. You think you are waiting on him, but he has been waiting for his moment. The one he designed long before you even began to pray about it. At the end of November, the plan of God will speak. It will speak loudly through results. Those who mocked you will watch in silence as the hand of God lifts you to places no person expected. Because when God plans a thing, no enemy can stop it. No delay can remove it, and no betrayal can block it. What is coming has been divinely approved. Every struggle you have endured until now was not random. It was practice for revelation. It was part of the design. Many of you have been walking through a season of contradiction. You believe one thing, but see the opposite. You prayed for increase, but watch decrease. You have asked for direction, but felt confusion. You have looked for open doors, but faced closed ones again and again. But hear this clearly. The contradiction was proof of your calling. The opposition was amid confirmation of your future. God allows contradiction not to break your faith, but to test its truth. He wanted to see if you would still trust him when the promise seemed late, when your strength was gone, when your prayers felt unheard. Because those who pass the test of silence are the ones who receive the sound of glory. The end of November is not about a date on a calendar. It is about divine timing meeting human readiness. God has been preparing you secretly, removing what cannot survive in your next season. That is why relationships changed. That is why doors closed. That is why some of your plans fell apart. Not because you failed, but because God was protecting the plan. He could not allow you to reach your destination connected to the wrong people or held down by the wrong distractions. So he separated you, refined you, and taught you how to stand alone with him. You thought you were losing, but you were being placed. There is a mystery in how God works. He hides blessings behind pain, purpose behind pressure, and growth behind isolation. Those who have learned to trust him in isolation are about to walk into manifestation. The end of November will be a season when hidden faith becomes visible favor. Everything that was underground in your life will begin to rise, and it will not rise slowly. It will rise suddenly, like light breaking through the dawn. You will feel it in your spirit before you see it with your eyes. Something inside you will begin to say, this is it. This is the shift I have been waiting for. Some of you have been carrying a promise for years, and you have wondered if you misheard God. But God says, I did not forget. I was just waiting for the perfect alignment of time, place, and people. He has been preparing the hearts of others to receive you. He has been preparing systems to favor you. He has been preparing circumstances to bless you. And now, heaven's calendar is pointing to November, not as an ending, but as a beginning. Every delay in your life has been divine. Every setback has been sacred. God has been writing a story that requires patience to understand. You see, he does not rush the righteous. He refines them. He does not waste pain. He recycles it into purpose. And when the set time comes, all the pieces will fit together. You will see that what you call disappointment was actually direction. What you called rejection was a redirection. What you call waiting was preparation. God never wastes time. He uses it So do not be discouraged by how long it has taken. God does not measure progress by speed. He measures it by depth. He has been deepening your roots so that when he lifts you, you will be unshakable. He has been training your spirit to handle abundance, because sudden blessing can destroy an unprepared heart. You have been praying for promotion, but God has been preparing your posture. You have been asking for overflow, but he has been shaping your capacity. Because when he releases his plan, he does not want you to collapse under the weight of it. At the end of November, many will witness what happens when God's timing meets human obedience. Those who refuse to give up will step into what others lost through impatience. Those who stayed faithful when it was painful will see favor when others see confusion. God's plan is not partial, it is complete. Every missing piece in your life will begin to make sense. The puzzle will come together. The confusion will clear. The delay will deliver clarity. And the very thing that made you cry will soon make you grateful. Listen carefully. The greatest battles happen right before divine fulfillment. That is why this moment has felt like chaos. The enemy always stirs the storm before the calm, because he knows the calm is dangerous. He knows peace is the proof that God has spoken. So he sends distraction, discouragement, and fear to shake your confidence. But do not lose your peace now. You are closer than you think. The pressure you are under is a sign that the plan is near. God said it is all arranged. That means even the parts you do not understand are included. The betrayals, the delays, the failures, the closed doors, all were necessary to shape your faith. If any of those moments were removed, your preparation would be incomplete. God does not plan comfort. He plans transformation. He does not plan convenience. He plans growth. Every tear you have shed has watered the soil of your next season. Every heartbreak has purified your motives. Every disappointment has burnt away pride. You are being refined for glory. At the end of November, something will shift in the atmosphere. Many will feel a divine urgency, a stirring to move, a sense of clarity they have not had before. It will not come from effort. It will come from alignment. Suddenly, you will know what to do. Suddenly, you will see why things did not work before. Suddenly, opportunities that were once locked will open without struggle. That is how God moves suddenly, yet strategically. When he says it is all arranged, he means nothing is missing. He's not improvising. He's not adjusting. He is fulfilling. You are walking into a season already designed to favor you. The script was written before the battle began. And when the divine script is in motion, no human resistance can rewrite it. The only thing that can stop you now is doubt. That is why you must protect your faith fiercely in this season. Guard your thoughts. Guard your words. Speak only what aligns with the plan. The power of God's plan manifests through faith. Faith is not passive belief. It is active trust. It is active walking in peace while you wait. It is declaring victory when nothing looks victorious. It is believing that God's silence is not absence, but strategy. Those who live in that kind of faith will see sudden acceleration at the end of November. Doors will open. Hearts will soften. Paths will appear where there were none. You will realize that what you thought was delay was divine choreography. God was setting the stage for your unveiling. Some of you have been hidden on purpose. God hid you not because you were not ready, but because others were not ready for you. He kept you in obscurity to preserve your purity. He did not want your gift exposed too soon. But when his time comes, no man can hide you. You will step into visibility without striving. The right eyes will find you. The right opportunities will recognize you. The right support will surround you. God's timing always brings alignment. This is why you must not rush. The greatest mistake you can make right now is to try to make things happen in your own strength. Do not force what God has already planned. Do not try to accelerate what he has already scheduled. Patience is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is trusting that God knows what you do not. He sees the full picture while you only see fragments. So wait with faith, not frustration. The end of November will justify your patience. You will look back and say, now I understand. Everything will make sense. Every delay will reveal its purpose. Every silent night, he will shine with the revelation, because when the plan unfolds, understanding follows. God never explains before. He performs, then he reveals. And when he reveals, your heart will overflow with gratitude. Some of you have been praying for financial breakthrough and God says it is all arranged. You thought you lost opportunities, but he's creating better ones. You thought the door closed, but he's building a new one. He's aligning resources, people, and timing to bring abundance in a way that glorifies him. Do not worry about how. Just stay aligned with the plan. Favor will locate you. Provision will pursue you. What was once withheld will be released suddenly. Others have been praying for healing, for peace, for restoration. God says it is already written. Healing is not just coming, it is scheduled. Peace is not a dream, it is appointed. Restoration is not delayed, it is developing. You are not waiting for a miracle. The miracle is waiting for its moment. Trust that every day until the end of November is preparation for that unveiling. Your job now is to stay in alignment. Keep your spirit clean, your faith strong, your words positive. Do not curse the process that is bringing your promise. Speak only life. Expect only victory. Believe that the best days are ahead, not behind. Because when God plans a thing, the past cannot compete with the future. The end of November is more than a season. It is a divine intersection. Heaven is about to meet earth in your life. Everything you have been believing for, fasting for, crying for, will start aligning visibly. You will not need to chase it. You will attract it, because what is meant for you cannot miss you when it is God planned. And when that time comes, you will not need to explain yourself to anyone. The results will speak. The peace will show. The favor will prove that it was never about luck. It was about divine design. God said it is all arranged. And when God plans, he performs. When he performs, he perfects. And when he perfects, he glorifies his name through your life. You have come too far to doubt now. Hold your faith. Guard your hope. Keep your heart aligned. Because before this month ends, you will know without question that every waiting season had purpose and every tear was part of the plan. There are moments in time when heaven itself leans closer to the earth, when the divine plan begins to whisper to your spirit that something is about to change. This is one of those moments God said it is all arranged for the end of November. That means what you could not make happen in months, what seemed impossible in your human strength, what seemed closed and unreachable will unfold by the hand of God in his perfect timing. There is divine movement happening even now. The unseen realm is alive with preparation. Angels are at work setting things in motion. You cannot see it, but you can feel it. That unease in your spirit, that sudden burst of hope, that unexpected peace after a season of chaos. It is the sign that the plan is active. For too long, you have questioned yourself, wondering if your prayers were lost, if your sacrifices were ignored, if your faith was in vain. But hear this clearly. Nothing you have done in obedience has gone unnoticed by God. Every seed of faith you planted, every tear of trust you cried, every act of quiet endurance you offered, all of it has been recorded in the divine timeline. The moment you prayed, heaven began to move. But God has been aligning the timing. Timing is everything with him. He is not random. He is end precise. He does not bless out of impulse. He blesses by design. So when he says it is all arranged, he means the blueprint is finished. The stage is set. The divine order has been signed into reality. When God plans something, he does not ask permission. He does not consult your circumstances. He simply declares and it becomes. You may be surrounded by impossibilities, but impossibility has no voice when God has spoken. You may not know how, you may not know when, but the certainty is that God's word will never fail. What he has designed for you cannot be undone by fear, failure, or frustration. It will happen at the appointed time, and that appointed time is approaching. The end of November will not simply be a date, it will be a demonstration. It will be the evidence that faith is never wasted. God has been writing a chapter in your life that you did not even know was unnecessary. The hardship you went through was not punishment, it was purification. The waiting was not delay, it was development. Every closed door trained your discernment. Every betrayal tested your dependence. Every unanswered prayer expanded your patience. God has been sculpting your spirit, shaping your attitude, molding your heart for what is coming next. Understand this. God cannot pour abundance into an unprepared vessel. He must refine you before he rewards you. He must strengthen your foundation before he raises your structure. That is why you have been under pressure. Pressure is the final stage before breakthrough. Pressure is what turns invisible promise into visible reality. It is what transforms the raw material of faith into the manifestation of glory. So do not despise the pressure, embrace it. Because if you are feeling the weight, it means the plan is near completion. God said it is all arranged, meaning he has already calculated every detail. The people you will meet, the opportunities that will open, the resources that will appear out of nowhere, all of it is written into his schedule for your life. Nothing will happen by accident. Even what seems like a coincidence will be divine choreography. You will look back and realize that every encounter, every delay, every disappointment was a link in the chain of destiny. The perfection of God's plan is revealed only when you stop trying to control it. That is why God sometimes allows confusion to strip you of the illusion that you are in charge. He lets plans collapse so you can see that his hand alone sustains your future. He lets people walk away so you will know that your dependence must be on him, not on human approval. When everything around you feels unstable, it is because God is on, shifting the ground beneath your feet to position you for higher ground. What looked like a fall was actually a step up. What looked like a loss was actually a lift. You have been through enough to know by now that God does not rush. He reveals, he unfolds, he manifests. You might think nothing is happening, but in God's timing, nothing is often the sign that everything is being set in order. When you see no evidence, trust that heaven is busy. When you feel silence, understand that planning is taking place. God is not ignoring you. He is arranging the details. The reason it has not happened yet is because the right moment has not met the right readiness. But when that intersection comes, when readiness meets timing, the outcome will be unstoppable. At the end of November, divine readiness will meet divine timing. Those who have prepared their hearts, who have refused to complain, who have continued to walk in integrity despite delay, they will see what others only dreamed about. The plan of God is not just to bless you, it is to establish you. He wants your success to last, your peace to be permanent, your influence to be purposeful. That is why it has taken this long. Quick blessings fade fast, but blessings built on obedience endure forever. This is why you must not let weariness steal your faith. Many give up right before the appointed moment. They let discouragement silence their hope. They let comparison corrupt their confidence. But you must not do that now. You have come too far. You have fought too hard. You have endured too much. The seed of destiny within you is about to bloom. And only those who remain planted through the storm will see the flower of fulfillment. Do not uproot your faith because the soil feels dry. The rain is coming. The end of November will bring the water your seed has been waiting for. When God said it is all arranged, he meant that even the waiting has purpose. You are not stuck. You are being scheduled. Your life is following a rhythm that heaven has composed. Every event has meaning. Every encounter has big purpose. Even your mistakes are being used as material for mercy. God is not limited by your flaws. He transforms them into fuel for your future. What others meant for harm, he has turned into hidden help. The very people who try to bury you will one day watch you rise. Because when the plan of God matures. Those who underestimated you will have no choice but to acknowledge that his hand was upon you all along. This season requires your spiritual focus. The distractions will increase as the divine hour approaches. You may notice unusual attacks, sudden fatigue, or people trying to pull you into unnecessary battles. That is not coincidence. That is resistance. The closer you get to your divine moment, the louder the noise becomes. Do not answer it. Silence is your strategy. Prayer is your power. Stillness is your weapon. God does not need your panic. He needs your peace. The plan will unfold without your striving. Just stay still, stay faithful, and stay alert. Some of you will begin to notice divine hints, unusual coincidences, inner promptings, sudden opportunities. Do not dismiss them. God speaks through signs, but only the sensitive can perceive them. He will nudge you, lead you, and whisper direction that makes no logical sense, but carries divine purpose. When that happens, obey quickly. Delay in obedience can delay manifestation. Every instruction in this season is connected to your promotion. Move when God says move. Rest when he says rest. Speak when he says speak, and watch how everything aligns effortlessly. You may feel tired, but strength is coming. You may feel overlooked, but favor is being prepared. You may feel behind, but in the divine timeline, you are right on schedule. God is not finished. He is about to reveal the reason for every close ebb. Each chapter, you have been asking why, but soon you will say, now I see. You will understand why certain people left, why certain doors shut, why certain prayers took longer to be answered. The plan will reveal its perfection through hindsight. When God reveals his plan, it always exceeds expectation. He never gives halfway blessing. He restores beyond measure. He multiplies what was lost. He turns mourning into momentum. He turns failure into foundation. And when he blesses, he does so in a way that leaves no doubt that it was him alone. People will look at your life and know this was not luck. This was not chance. This was the evidence of divine order. So prepare your heart. November's end will not be the end of your waiting. It will be the end of your wandering. You will see movement. You will see clarity. You will see results. The plan will not remain hidden forever. God is too faithful to leave your destiny suspended in uncertainty. The time for manifestation is near. Hold on to your faith as if it were oxygen, because it is your lifeline to the promise. The key now is surrender. Let go of control. Stop trying to calculate what God has already concluded. Stop analyzing what he has already ordained. The more you surrender, the faster the plan unfolds. Surrender does not mean giving up. It means trusting completely. It means saying, God, I believe you, even when I cannot predict you. It means knowing that his way is higher, his timing is better, and his wisdom is beyond your understanding. Those who surrender will see speed. Those who resist will face delay. The more you align your heart, the smoother the path becomes. God does not want you to strive. He wants you to flow with his purpose. The plan has momentum, and your obedience fuels it. Every act of faith pushes it forward. Every word of gratitude attracts its manifestation. The end of November will not come quietly. It will come with evidence. Those who have believed will testify. Truly, God planned it all along. Every part of your story will testify that divine wisdom was at work. Nothing will be wasted. Even the pain will have purpose. Even the delay will be crowned with divine design. God's timing will prove that he never forgot, never failed, never abandoned you. You may have doubted him, but he never doubted you. He knew what you were capable of enduring. He trusted you with the waiting because he knew you would not collapse under it. And now, because you have remained, because you have believed, because you have held on when others let go, your season of divine fulfillment is here. The plan is already in motion. Heaven is counting down to its appointed time. Keep your heart steady, your spirit calm, and your faith unshaken. The end of November will not be the end of your struggle. It will be the beginning of your reward. There is something sacred about waiting at the edge of fulfillment. It is a holy tension where faith meets reality, where your prayers begin to echo louder in the realm of manifestation. God said it is all arranged for the end of November. Those words are not random. They are divine confirmation that the shift you have been sensing, the stirring in your heart, the unusual peace that does not make sense amid the chaos, are all signs that the plan is entering its visible phase. The same God who created the seasons, who makes the tides obey their appointed time, is the same God who has scheduled your transformation. When he declares that it is arranged, it means the hour has already been written in the invisible scrolls of a destiny. You must understand nothing in your life is accidental. Every delay has been divine. Every setback intentional. God does not walk in confusion. He walks in clarity concealed by time. He will let you walk through uncertainty, not because he wants you lost, but because he wants you anchored. He allows the unknown so your faith can grow beyond understanding. What you cannot see, you must believe. And when belief matures, it produces the kind of faith that commands miracles. Many have been asking, when will it happen? When will my breakthrough come? But God's plan is not measured by your clock. It is measured by your readiness. He has been preparing your heart for a season of sudden exposure. That is why he isolated you. That is why you felt hidden. That is why your name was not mentioned when others were being celebrated. God hides what he values until the time is right. A diamond is never found on the surface. It is hidden deep until it is ready to be revealed. So if you have been in the dark, do not curse it. It is your preparation room. The end of November will reveal that what was concealed was not forgotten. God was protecting you from premature exposure. The spotlight that comes from men fades, but the unveiling that comes from God carries permanence. When he decides to reveal you, it will not just be recognition, it will be redemption. He will redeem your years, your tears, your labor, and your faith. Every sacrifice you made in silence will find its reward in his perfect timing. God's plan for you was not designed to impress people. It was designed to glorify him. That is why you could not fit in with everyone else's story. You could not rush your journey because your process carries purpose. You were not meant to copy. You were meant to carry divine originality. God's plan for you requires uniqueness. And uniqueness often feels like isolation. You may have felt alone, misunderstood, or even abandoned. But all the while, God was setting you apart for a reason bigger than your comfort. At the end of November, the separation will make sense. You will realize that those who left were necessary exits. You will understand that the silence was a sign of sacred construction. You will finally see why certain prayers were not answered the way you imagined. Because God was preparing something you did not even have the words to ask for. He is not giving you what you expected. He is giving you what is eternal. Many people live their life trying to plan what only God can orchestrate. They write strategies, chase opportunities, and rely on effort instead of alignment. But when the plan of God is in motion, you do not chase, you don't. To attract. You do not strive, you flow. Because God's plan brings grace, and grace makes the impossible effortless. What was hard before will suddenly become easy. What seemed out of reach will begin to move toward you. You will stand still and doors will open that no human could have unlocked. When God plans something, it comes with divine order. It is not chaotic. It is not confusing. It carries peace even in uncertainty. You will know it is God, not because it happens fast, but because it happens right. And when it happens, you will not need to explain it. The results will be your evidence. The peace will be your confirmation. The favor will speak louder than words. But understand this. The revelation of the plan is not the end. It is the beginning of stewardship. What God gives you, he expects you to manage well. The blessings of the end of November will require maturity. You must protect what God reveals. Do not boast. Do not rush to share. Do not expose what is meant to grow quietly. Some things are not meant to be announced. They are meant to be nurtured. What is born in privacy carries greater strength. God will trust those who know how to keep silent while the miracle develops. The enemy cannot destroy the plan, but he can distract you from it. That is why as your moment approaches, distraction will increase. People will suddenly appear Situations will arise to pull your focus. Emotions will try to cloud your clarity, but you must remain centered on God. Protect your peace as if it were a treasure, because it is. Peace is the signal of divine presence. When you lose your peace, you lose direction. And in this season, direction is everything. God's plan for you is bigger than your imagination. He is not just bringing you out of a struggle. He is bringing you into significance. He is not just restoring what you lost. He is multiplying it. What is coming is not compensation. It is elevation. But elevation always comes with testing. You must pass the test of humility, gratitude, and discernment. Pride destroys plans. Ingratitude delays them, and poor discernment exposes them to danger. So walk humbly, thank God deeply, and listen for his whisper before you make your moves. As the end of November draws near, some will experience divine acceleration. Things that took years will happen in days. Closed doors will open with no logical explanation. People who ignored you will begin to seek you. Opportunities you did not apply for will call your name. This is the power of divine alignment. When the plan matures, you will not have to chase what belongs to you. It will be drawn to your spirit. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time with the right people, because heaven has arranged the encounter. Do not underestimate the suddenness of God. He moves quietly for a long time, then manifests loudly in a single moment. One moment can change everything. One divine encounter can rewrite years of pain. One act, affectation of obedience, can open doors for generations after you. That is why you must remain sensitive and expectant. Expectation is not fantasy, it is faith in motion. Expectation is the magnet for manifestation. When you believe that something divine is near, your spirit attracts it. Many will not understand what is happening in your life. When the plan unfolds, they will think it is luck, but you will know it is the outcome of divine order. You will know it is the result of hidden obedience, unseen prayer, and unshakable faith. And when that moment comes, do not forget who did it. Do not take credit. Return the glory where it belongs. Because the moment you acknowledge the source, the flow continues. Gratitude keeps the gates open. Arrogance closes them. At the end of November, you will stand as living proof that God fulfills what he promises. You will testify that faith is never in vain. You will realize that even in silence, God was speaking through your situation. He was teaching you endurance, molding your heart and positioning your path. And when you see what he has prepared, you will know why it took so long. You will know that every unanswered question, every lonely at night, every uncertain step, all led here to this divinely appointed hour. Keep your spirit pure. Keep your heart soft. Do not allow bitterness to block your blessing. Forgive those who wronged you. They were instruments in your preparation. Release the past.